Marcelo, I know you've been you've been trying to jump in. Do you want to jump in? Marcelo, can you hear us? Did you want to jump in?
Sorry, I had to close the audio because somehow I still have echo coming from Andre and Alexandra. The video is good. I checked on YouTube several times, but I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what the hell is going on here.
Did you want to contribute before we wrap it up? Did you want to contribute with?
There were no questions today, but several very interesting comments, especially from people that, well, at least claim they are Finns. So I will tend to believe. And I think the most interesting part of the comments was exactly about, when studying the wars inside Finland or whatever, people study outside of, Finland and Russia. And I have a Paraguayan friend, a very good friend of mine. And that was perhaps my first punch of reality in the nose. We were just chit-chatting or stuff like that, and he said some stupid stuff, and I said, like, dude, I'm gonna kick your ass like we did to Paraguay. And he was like, what the hell are you talking about? We won. And I was like, no, you didn't. No. And yeah, we won. And then I said, yeah, so why did you lost like 60% of your territory? Why did, a third of a fourth of your population was vanished? And then he kind of realized, damn, we lost. And that was a punch of reality for me, because he studied his entire life that Paraguay won the Paraguayan War against Brazil, and that even though there was no sense whatsoever why he learned that, but. And I'm not saying that, Brazil won. No, I mean, you do the math. And the perception of people that, and I've seen that several times with people that actually study history by hobby, that they say, Finland won the Winter Wars. And how come? Well, Russia didn't took everything from Finland. Well, but that's perhaps not the purpose of the war. Perhaps not. And when I see every day this with the guys in power in Washington, in Europe, everywhere, the media just showing, well, almost opening a risk a table game and say, well, Russia didn't win because they didn't took Ukraine, or Russia didn't win because they didn't took Kiev in 3 days. Come on, dudes. And I think this perspective is extremely interesting. Someone wrote here in the comments, I learned more about history in the last 5 years than the previous 42 of my life. And I feel it. I told you guys before, 2-3 years ago, I had never heard about the Winter War in my life, and then I have I'm not a full picture. I'm getting the full picture today here, better full picture than I had till now. Someone from my channel wrote that this is the history class that we should be having in schools. This is one of the biggest purpose of my channels, and I know, of course, your channel as well, Nina. And I just wanted to, congratulate this fantastic chat. I'll have to rewatch it because I was very worried that things could break apart. But
you guys let us know if you want us to invite Alexander and Andrei back at some point to actually talk about World War II, because we've actually never covered World War II, and we might have to focus on particular features of the war because it's such a massive discussion. But you guys let us know in the comments, and we're now putting them on the spot. And now they're not going to be able to say no. This is my little trick. So so you let us know if you want them to be back, and hopefully we can do another collaboration in the future. Do you two want to say anything as the parting words, where to follow you? I know, Andrei, you like to keep your socials private and your media appearances are in Serbian. I mean, perhaps there are some Serbians listening to us who could check you out. But Alexander, other than your Telegram and your website, is there anything anywhere else where people, do you post anything public on Facebook, or is that mostly not accessible?
Well, I do post it, but I mean, it's just in Russian. I mean, like I have I practically abandoned my English language channel. So I have a Russian channel which updates practically daily. So if you if you can read Russian, yeah, you're welcome. Or I don't know if you.
Well, these days everyone goes to, when people are following Telegram to follow the war, they're just doing the auto translate on Telegram. So I think people would actually go and read your Telegram. I wasn't aware that you stopped updating the English one, so I need to get the Russian one from you. Andrei, anything from you? No. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. As you can see, I'm being joined by one of my beasts. So that means it's time to go. This was incredibly informative for me as well. For instance, I was not aware that the movie that Alexander referenced had anything to do with Finland. Of course, I watched it a long time ago, but it's a really famous movie. So I learned something new, even from my own history. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one.
Nina, talking about movies.
Yes, go ahead.
Talking about movies, there is a brilliant horror movie called Sauna, which deals precisely about this territory in 18th century, in the wars between Peter the Great and the Swedes. I mean, this is the background of the plot, but go check it out. If you like horror movies, definitely go check it out.
I like horror movies, but who made it? Which country?
I think it's Finnish production, but now these days everything is like a pan-European productions of sorts. So
sure,
but
I like slow Scandinavian and Finnish movies. So I think it would be, we'll definitely check it out.